This week on Not Your Average Fangirls.
Unless your name is Jimin and you are in JustB, you are doing great.
Yeah, you are not blending. JustB is not blending in.
You're carrying.
Listen, Jimin number one is carrying the fourth or whatever. What are we on? 5th gen idol boy.
I don't know.
He carrying.
BTS Jin says see you later with the Astronaut. 10 got us wanting to celebrate our birthdays every day. And JustB is in the house as Kat and Cynthia share their experiences from the JustB fansign and concert. Check it out.
Wow, we're back. It feels like we've been gone for so long. Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Not Your Average Pangirls.
Change our name.
Not Your Average Fangirls, back with another week of K-popness. Before we start, we do want to give our condolences and, love and prayers to all the people that were affected by Itaewon. I know it's kind of one of those things where it's like, we weren't personally affected, but seeing the effects that it had on other people is kind of intense and insane. And we just want everyone to know that if you are feeling sad or if you're feeling upset, our DMs are always open. We might not be able to relate completely, but we can hopefully shine a little light and bring you guys a little happiness in a very shitty time. So, that being said, we are going to talk about K-pop. I hope if you are sad that this brings a little happiness to your life, because we're a fucking mess, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's your girl Kat. Hello, it's been another week without Junhee. I have a cat rubbing its face on me right now. Also, I have been on what I would like to call my Ito kick. He has posted gym selfies 6 days in a row.
Ooh.
And yeah, why God?
He's feeding you.
He is. He said, this is for you, wink, wink. That's what he told me. I said, wow. Thank you, King.
You're right.
Thank you. You know what I've had to deal with. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, it's Cynthia, and there is a national-wide shortage on my medication, so I am raw dogging life, and let me tell you.
Oh no!
It is not it. After experiencing being able to be medicated, wow, it is just a fog everywhere. But, the good news is I got to see JustB live.
Yeah.
And not only did I experience, being able to just have the most magical time ever, but me and Kat got to see Lee Go-nu live and in the flesh. And
Jesus.
wow. Let me tell you, what a beautiful, beautiful man. And we did not pass out, almost, but we didn't.
I mean, you speak for yourself.
Exactly. Kat too, almost, but she was knocking on heaven's gates. But guess what? They said, nah, you guys still got some more time.
Bro, I was so dramatic with it, though. I was sitting on the ground drinking this juice, and I looked at Cynthia. I said, go on without me. I said, go.
I know.
Y'all so extra.
And I was like, bitch, I'm not leaving you. What the fuck? I literally can see the stage from here.
I was like, go. You go.
She's like, go on without me. Tell JustB. I said hi. And I was like, girl, they're not even on the stage yet.
Even almost dying, I'm dramatic as fuck.
And hello, everybody. This is Carolina. The past 2 weeks have been a blur of everything altogether, and I am here for my weekly what the fuck Changbin. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna need again this parasocial relationship going on Bubble between Changbin and Chan. It's not healthy for me, but I'm still here and I'm still participating. So there's
so
that.
She gave into the
Bitch,
toxic.
be with Ito, because I be replying to him like he's my man. I'm like, wow. He be posting gym selfies, and I'm like, oh my God, you look so good. Love you. I'm like, bitch, you don't know.
Girl, same. Tell me how Bangchan sent he sends messages saying what you're doing, but literally it's just WYD. And I read that and I'm like, you cannot just text me like that, man. You cannot be like, oh, we at it right now. I was like, what the hell are you doing?
I'd be like, drop a pin.
Listen, I really hope that they don't read all of these messages, because let me just read y'all one of the messages I sent Bangchan the other day.
Oh my God.
I said, Chan, I just want to let you know this parasocial relationship we have going on is fucking great, TBH. Yo, it's so funny. But anyways, I want to hear more about the JustB concert because, like, you know, this was like a big awakening for Kat and Cynthia. I just need to know, do y'all still stand GONU? Like, GONU is like still number one, or did anything change? Kat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's pass over the mic to Kat.
Listen,
Yeah.
I mean, he's still number one. He just also has company there.
It's not a solo trip for him anymore. There's somebody else.
There's someone else now. And it's okay.
Oh.
Like, I feel like we have... Listen, it's not my fault. It's GONU's fault. It's not my fault.
Ooh.
How are you gonna let your boy talk up your wife right in front of you? Just saying.
Exactly. And let it happen.
He let it happen.
And
He
let
let
it
it
happen. Like, okay, first of all, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, me and Cynthia went to what might possibly be one of my best K-pop experiences ever. And we went very last minute, decided to take a bus to Vancouver and see JustB. And we had a fan sign and a concert.
I would like to clarify, if it was not just B, if it was just like another band that we have seen before or like that was like bigger, we would not have gone.
Yeah, it wouldn't have happened. We would have like taken the L and not have gone.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because we had to do some miracle work to go there.
we did. We truly did. But because it was GONU and like
Just be
there was
in
no
the
way,
building.
like I could tell when me and Cynthia were having the conversation of whether we should go or not, we were both like, yeah, there's no way we're not going. So I don't know why we were talking about it.
Yeah.
We were like, battle stations!
Like the way we like witchcraft, we really performed witchcraft on how to like get there in time for the fan sign and be there. What anyway.
We really did.
Shout
We
out to
made
me and
it.
TJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got there and we had a fan sign. We got there at like 12 a.m. the day of the fan sign. We got there. We slept. We woke up.
We slept.
I air quoted slept. I know you can't see me, but we slept.
We took a nap.
Took a nap. We got some Starbucks. And then we started getting ready for this fan sign. The fan sign. So let me also say that I booked our hotel like right when we got the tickets for JustB.
Months ago, and we never figured out how to get them.
Months ago.
We're like, how are we gonna get there? We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I think it's closer. Literally the 2 days before.
Yeah. So I booked these tickets, the hotel, months ago, right when we got the tickets. Well, we knew no information. Like, we didn't know the venue. We didn't know where the fan sign was happening. Nothing. So 3 weeks before the fan sign event, they were like, oh, here's the venue for the fan sign. And I was like, oh my God, this sounds familiar.
It's their hotel. I'm sorry. Well, it's the hotel that the thing is happening
It's
in.
the hotel that the fan sign was happening in. So I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. So we don't even have to rush to get ready. We can just like get ready and go downstairs and that's it, period.
Love that.
It happens. We're getting ready. We're like, oh, bitch, all we have to do is go upstairs. Like the conference room where it was happening was one floor up from where our room was.
A flight of stairs. I was like,
A
wow.
flight of stairs. So we were getting ready, whatever, and we had to go downstairs to line up. First of all, bless this company's soul, because you can tell they were new, but they were trying their best, and it was a messy
That's
mess.
all
But
we can ask
Yeah.
for. Honestly, I prefer companies that know it's a mess, but they're still trying their best, and
Yes.
also are just like, it is what it is. I respect that.
Exactly. I respect that that company did that because you guys sounded like you had a great time.
We
yeah,
did
so
with
it
them
was a
too.
messy mess. Yeah, so it was a mess, and then they were randomly like, "Hey, everybody in line for JustB, y'all want to meet Jisung, aka Jisung, leader of 101, now solo artist Jisung?" And
Oh
we were
my
like,
God.
for
Okay.
free. We said for the free, and they said all you have to do is buy a piece of merch. And you can go upstairs and get something signed and meet him. And we were like, for the what? I said, okay. Well, yes. So we went upstairs. We got this merch. The only thing that I hated was that they had us come up and down and up and down. So we
Yeah.
go upstairs, buy the merch, go back downstairs, get in line, go upstairs to meet Jisung, go back downstairs for JustB, go back upstairs if we wanted to buy merch for JustB, buy the merch, go back downstairs.
Oh
and
my
then go
God.
back
They were just like,
upstairs.
y'all are getting your steps in today.
The elevator, girl. The elevator
Oh, my
was
bad.
going through it.
And that's an old hotel, so when the elevator came down, it was like Jesus. Anyway, yeah, so they were like, you guys can meet Jisung if you want to, if you buy a piece of merch. And we were like, done. I do not think they were expecting people from the JustB line to meet Jisung, because they were like, you're here for JustB? And we were like, yeah, but they told us if we bought something that we could get it signed. And they were like, oh, okay. We were just like,
well, sure.
and so we didn't think we were going to get a picture with him. We thought it was just like a fan sign thing. Like, we got our shit signed and we were like, okay, bye. But then they were like, okay, everybody, give me your phones. Let's take a picture. Now, mind you, we were in a group of like 7 people. And they took every single person's phone. So there's like 7 staff members with everyone's phones, like trying to get one picture of this group together. And I was just like, this, like, I was like, what camera do I look in? Like, where am I going? Jisung was smart. He closed his eyes for the picture. He closed his eyes into the little flower cup. And I was like, wow, this man is an idol, because I didn't even think about closing my eyes, because anyway, all of those photos are a mess. There's maybe like one good one out of everyone's camera roll, but it's fine.
But you know the experience.
It was cute.
Yeah,
it was
cute. It was free. It was cute. He was adorable. He was so sweet. He barely spoke because you could tell he was kind of self-conscious about speaking English, but
yeah,
he was adorable.
Loved
it was really
my
nice.
Photo card of his dog that a fan gave me.
That's true.
I love that. And Kat told him that she was a wannable, and I
did.
That was the best.
The smile was everything. Like, he just looked up and smirked, and I said, that was worth everything. Anyway.
Can we talk? Wait, I need to talk about this for a moment. His skin. Oh
He's
my
beautiful.
God. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Poreless. Wow. What is your skincare routine? Also love your leather jacket king and your, like, the suits on the performance at the concert. Wow. Magnificent.
But so, yeah. So we met Jisung, and then we went back downstairs and waited in line for JustB. So we're in line for JustB. We're going upstairs in groups of, I think it was like groups of 5 or 6 or whatever.
Me and Kat were sweating.
Yeah, me and Cynthia, like, I wasn't freaking out until we were waiting in like line in that like penthouse area where they were holding us for JustB, that I was like, holy fuck. I was like, oh my God. I was like, Gonu was on the other side of that door. This is not fucking happening. I was like, I will say though, me and Cynthia looked great. So like, let me just put that out there first.
Per. Outfits on point. Makeup came out. Wow. Yeah, like, it did not budge. Wow.
Amazing. We look great. I'm not gonna front with y'all. We look real good.
10 out of 10 would recommend for ourselves.
And so we were there, and Cynthia and our other friends are kind of like, oh, who's gonna go first? Like, which one of us wants to go? And then our other friends were like, no, we don't want to go first. You guys go first. And we were like, okay, then we'll go first. So I went first in line, and then all of a sudden she was like, oh, the lady opens the door. She's like, we need one more. Come on. And I was like, but
I was on the other end of that window, like a cell. I was like, hello from the other side. I was literally just watching Kat like a stalker. I was like
my friend. Damn. I was like, okay, I can do this. And like, I'm slowly seeing like people go, because how they had it was like, it wasn't like a regular fan sign for us. It was like the boys are sitting at a table, and then one person goes up at a time and they get all their stuff signed. And then you go back in line for your picture.
I prefer the other way, y'all. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah, this just sounds like nerve-wracking. Like, you're in this room by yourself with just them.
With
like,
yeah. So anyway, so I'm getting closer and closer, and I don't know like the situation, right? And I don't know like how they're set up or like which way they are like in the line. I'm like, oh my God, my hands, literally I'm going through post-traumatic stress because my hands are sweating right now. So like I'm like freaking out. My hands are sweating. I had a plan on what I was gonna tell each member.
It went out the window.
Yeah, it was gone. It was gone. It like the moment that I was in front of them, it was like, I was like, I should never plan things. This is what happens when I plan things. So all the girls had left and they're back in line, right? And it's my turn. So I go past. The way they had it set up was so funny because they opened like this little like blind thing, you know, the room divider. So they open it up, they let you in, and then there they are, all of them just staring at you, just at you. There's no one else just staring at you. There is no way around them, all just looking at you when you walk into the door, which instantly just like my nervous system shut down. I was like, this isn't how it's supposed to work. I'm only supposed to have one person's attention at a time. Anyway, Sangwoo is first. And so I'm getting my album signed, and there's a side that's just like plain white with the JustB logo on it, and then there's a side with all of them on there. I wanted the sign with the JustB logo signed, not the side with their picture on it. I told him, I was like, oh, can you sign this side? And he was like, yeah. And he flips it over and signs it.
He said, fuck your feelings. I'm going to do what I want.
And I was just like, you know what? This was meant to be. It was meant to be signed on this side. It's fine. So he's signing it, and he was so nervous, which made me more nervous. So I was like, oh, how are you? Like, how's your day? And he's like, yeah, it's good.
Why you were so scared?
Why was he so scared? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I'm telling you,
great.
the only thing, so when Kat and Cynthia were telling us the story, like, all I could think about was this man heard horror stories from of international fans.
But he was so nervous,
Probably.
and I was like, oh, yeah. And mind you, like, when you're having one conversation, all the members are, like, everyone's looking at you. Like, there's no way around not having a conversation with all of them when you're having a conversation with one of them. So while I'm, like, having a conversation with Sangwoo, Gonu's next in line. Like, he's right there. Like, he is not minding his business. He's leaning over. He's, like, looking at me, looking at Sangwoo, and he's just, like, smiling and nodding. And, like, the corners of my eyes are, like, twitching because I, like, can see him. And I'm like, don't stare at him. I was like, don't look at him. You can't look at him yet. You're not in front of him.
God.
And then so I'm like, oh, thank you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. The Sangwoo. He's like, so I go to
Like
Gonu.
looking at God.
I go to Gonu, and let me tell you, I did not lift my eyes when he was talking to me until he put his head down to sign the fucking thing. I was like, oh, hi, Gonu. And he was like, hey. And then he's like signing it and whatever. And so I finally look at him, and wow, he looked delicious. He was in this all like denim thing and like with a white t-shirt, and his hair was permed. He looked so good. Anyway. And then so as I'm looking at him, he finally looks up and he's like, oh, how are you doing? And y'all, I have no, like, when I'm nervous or like am uncomfortable in a situation, I have no, like, there's no filter in my brain before coming out of my mouth. So when he was like, how's your day? How you doing? I was like, honestly, I'm pretty fucking cold. Like, all of them, like, looked at me and laughed. And I was like, yeah, so funny.
I can't believe that was the first thing that you thought of.
It was cold.
And then he just kind of laughed. And then he finally looked up to me. And like I said, I have no filter. And the first thing that came to my head, I said, wow, you look good. And he was like, he leaned back, lifted his eyebrows. He said, you look good. And I said, you're right, I do.
I would have passed out on the spot
Oh my
right
God.
there. I would be like,
And then I was like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. And he was like, yeah, bye, nice to meet you. Now, listen, y'all. I had a full monologue for this man, right? Because, like, I've been supporting Bane since under 19. Like, he was my favorite contestant. Like, I wanted him to debut so bad. I loved him. He's such a beautiful, pure soul. And I wanted to tell him he's, like, a beautiful human. No, didn't happen. I was like, hi, Bane. He was like, you're so cute. I love your style. And I said, ah! And that was it. Like...
He said, I'm taking my shot right now. I'm telling you right now before
like he was looking dead in my eyes.
No, like if you guys have access to internet right now, please look up One Punch Man meme and then look for the one that he's like staring, just saying, okay, that was Kat. Processing.
So he said that to me. And, like, literally every word I was going to say flew out. And he knew what he was doing because he said it looking in my eyes. He just said it directly at me before he started signing the thing. So after he said that, then he started signing, leaving me there in shock and awe. All I could squeak out was, I said, thank you.
Can you imagine the rest of the members?
Right? They're like, wow.
And he was like, you're welcome. I was like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Stop.
And then it was Jimin, and he had Jimin number 2, little Jimin, and he was so fucking cute. He was so sweet, and I was like, oh my god, hi Jimin. He was like, hi. I was like, oh my god. I was like, you're so cute. And he's just like smiling and signing. He was like, thank you. And I was like, I want to squeeze your cheeks. You're so precious. Anyway, he looked great as well. He was so sweet and so cute. And then it was DY. And so DY looks at me, and he's like, hey, all right. I was like, oh, good. And then he's like looking at the picture, like the album in front of him, and he like can't find himself. And he's like, in Korean, he's like, 어디 여기 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 Yogi, Daya? Daya? I was like, you're right here. You're right here. I was like, you're right here. And Jimin's just looking at him like, bro, you're right there. And I'm just like, you're right here. You're right here. You're right here. He's like, oh, okay. And then he signs it. He was like, okay, bye. And I was like, okay, bye. And then I get to, oh, God, Jimin number one. Big Jimin. Jesus, Lord, that man is so fine. I was just like in awe. When I saw him, I was just like, wow, you're real. I was like, you're a real human being. And he was just signing it. He was like, how are you? And I was like, good, how are you? And he's like, I'm good. And he's like signing. And he's like, okay, see you later. And I was like, okay, see you later. And then I had to get back in line for the picture, whatever. People were getting their pictures taken. Girls are being annoying as fuck. Cause they're like, I love you, oh my God. And JustB are trying to take pictures with other people. And the staff is like, leave, go now. Like, what are you doing? And then mind you, when we're taking the picture, we're all standing up. And I'm tall, everybody. In comparison, I am pretty tall. So I get up to them and they have you like stand in the center and the boys like make like a circle, like an oval around you, right? So I get up there and I'm just kind of looking and like mostly all of them I'm like eye to eye with, right? So I'm like, and I just look at them and I'm like, I'm pretty tall. I'm sorry. They're all just laughing. And then Bane was like, oh, don't worry. I got you. And so I leaned down a little bit and then I saw in the photo that he was standing on his tippy toes. And so I was like, oh, that's so sweet. But yeah, I like crouched down a little bit and they were like, oh yeah. I was like, I don't want to make y'all feel short, kings. Don't worry, I got you. And then I was like, okay, love you guys. See you tomorrow. And they were like, see you tomorrow. And then Bane was just like waving all giddy and Gonu was like waving and I was like, oh God, my life is over. I was like, that's it. And then I went out and I waited for Cynthia and them because they were in the room. They had just gotten in the room when I came out and I was like, I can't wait to hear everything. And then Cynthia had a mind-blowing experience.
Yes. Okay, so since they took Kat from our group, that meant that I was first in our group, right? And so I was like, well, this is just very fitting. Okay, great. I'll just go. And because Kat got out from the other side, I wasn't able to see her before, and so I had no idea what the fuck was going on. So I'm just, okay, let's just see what this vibe is. Well, nerve-wracking, that's what. Because, so the divider, they didn't put it back over. So when I was standing there waiting to like go into this like makeshift room area, I could see them already, like directly.
Oh,
they were right there. Yeah, because they didn't close the divider all the way. So I was just like, oh, we're not gonna close that. Okay, that's fine. I'll just sit here. I'll just stand here. And exactly, Sungwoo, he was first, and he was completely terrified out of his mind. And he looked like a Tim Burton character, so it was just great.
I just still feel like that's so funny that he was just so scared.
He was terrified, and oh my God, it was so funny. So I give him my album, and it hit me that, oh my God, all of them are just staring at you.
Yep.
Like, I give him my album, and then, like, I just see out of the corner of my eye all of the rest of the members just staring. I was just like, oh my God, this is so scary. Not only that, but fucking Gonu's right there. Hello? You can't just have him right there. Okay, anyway, frankly, I don't remember most of this, to be honest with you. I remember that I talked to all of them. Do I remember exactly what I said? No. But I do remember key points, specifically Gonu. So,
you're right.
Because funny story, when they took Kat away, I was like, I need to meditate.
I need to mentally prepare.
Yeah. Me and Cynthia are each other's emotional support animals, y'all.
Yeah.
We need each other there.
Exactly. So I was like, I need to be calm. So I shit you not, I was meditating outside the door until it was our turn. But anyway, because I wanted to tell Gonu one thing and one thing only, and it was that I have loved him since Island, right? I had planned on saying it a different way, but this is how I ended up saying it to him. When I got to Gonu, I told him, I've loved you since Island, no big deal. But when I said no big deal, I like looked away. I don't know. I did a performance.
She did.
That's what. And all of like the rest of the members were like, ooh. and Gonu was already he was signing it, right? And he was smiling, like he had like a big old grin, and he was like, "That's a big deal, actually." And then he like gave it to me and like made sure that, you know, we could like lock eyes, and I was like, "Oh, he's so pretty," and I was like. I was trying to just like not pass out, and I was like, thanks. So it was like Bane, and I had realized how I was still like, oh my god, Gonu, and I was just like, oh shit, the rest of them are just staring at me, and so I go, so just be in the building, which is like something that they say in their songs, and they were like, yeah. They love that shit, ate it up. And I go, yeah, you know, I'm funny sometimes. I don't remember what I said to each of the other members. I do remember that DY was like, oh, Halloween, because like my headband, I had like little horns. And also I do remember that no matter what I was talking about with whatever member, Gonu was being a chismoso. He was like intrometido, and he was just lean in. With Bane, Gonu was right there. When I was talking to little Jimin, Gonu was like, what are you guys talking about? Like, DY, Gonu, what are you guys talking about? Big Jimin.
He said, I am not letting you off my site. I am being in all of your conversations.
Yep, and him and Bane being the members that are like the most fluent in English. I was just like, yep. Hello. I do remember Big Jimin too, though, because I was like, "Oh, I love your hair," because it was like a maroon.
Yeah, like burgundy.
Yeah, it looks really good on him, and so I was like, "Oh, I really like your hair," and he goes, "Really?" Like, so genuinely surprised. I was like, "Yeah, you don't."
He was ready to be like, "Bitch, are you clowning me right now?" Like,
yeah, he was like ready to fight me. No, and so, but here's the kicker, y'all. Here's the kicker. The manager was like, "Oh, okay, come over here," because then the rest of the people were gonna do like their turn, right, to get their shit signed. Mm-hmm. And you know where this man takes me? He takes me right where I was waiting, right before it was my turn. So I'm just watching everyone do their fan signs. And then when they were done, they're right there again. And our friend Ree was right behind me, and she was like, oh my god. She was like hugging me, and like from behind, and she was like, girl, I can feel your heartbeat. I was like, shh.
Don't tell him.
Yeah. I go, shh. I'm nervous, okay? But not as nervous as
Sangwoo.
He was like rubbing his palms on his legs. I'm assuming they were clammy.
Yo, that's too much.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, so cute. And so then Ree got his attention. And when he turned over, I was like, are you okay? And as soon as I said that, Gonu popped his head over. Like, hey. I was like, oh.
He's like, why are you asking my other member if they're okay? Why are you doing that?
He was just, like, wanting to be in the conversation. So I was like, oh, okay, we're going to have a conversation. Okay. So we told him, like, drink your water. And so he was like, he looked at the water and he's like, ah! Looked at Gonu, like, probably told him. And then he was like, okay. Then the manager was like, okay, come on, like, we're gonna take a picture. And so I gave him my phone, and I was like, wait, are you taking the picture? Mind you, JustB is already like standing there, already like we're going into like positions, and the manager was like, yeah. And I go, wait, like, you didn't take it good last time, because he's the one that took the picture.
So good.
Yeah, like the previous picture. And so he started laughing. Like, he was like, damn, you're just gonna tell me like that right here? Anyway.
Right here, right now.
And like, Gonu was right by me. He was in my bubble. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. He was like in my bubble, and I was very surprised. And I go, I love this for me. But as I'm saying this, Gonu's like laughing his ass off, because he's just like, damn, you really just told him just like that. But I mean, this is my one picture. I want it good. So he handed it to another staff member, and she did lovely. Thank you. And so I'm like, all right. So I turned around, and all of JustB is right there. I was like, all right, what we doing? How we taking this? And then Gonu was like, how do you want to take it? And then I was like, oh, I want to do a squad. And he's like, oh, squad? Okay, yeah. And everyone else is like, huh?
Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, he's like, squad. And then Bane puts up like a fake gun, and he's like, squad? Question mark? And I was like, I mean, you can. And Gonu was already like talking in Korean, and he's like, oh no, I got it, and told them where to like stand and blah blah blah. And so I was like, okay, per. Thank you, baby.
Thanks for the translation. I needed that.
Yeah. Because because they were all very confused. Anyway, we took our pictures, and I grabbed my phone, and I'm like, see you guys tomorrow. And they all smiled and waved, except Gonu. Gonu was just like, see you tomorrow. He was so cute. I was like, please, I want to put you in my pocket. I'm not going to lie, though. He's taller than me, so, you know.
That must be nice for you.
Kat's like, not for me.
But then the concert happened, and Jisung was great.
Oh my god, beautiful performances.
We saw girls fighting. It was crazy.
Oh my god.
I almost passed out.
I did. I almost died, but it was during the end of Jisung's set, so God really came through with that one. Not that I wanted to miss Jisung, but I just didn't want to miss JustB.
Yep.
And so I sat down, I chugged some cranberry juice, and I was back in the game. I said, let's go. And then, yeah, the concert was amazing.
It also treats us, we realize how much we're treated like shit in America.
Yeah.
Because, wow, the Canadian staff is so
That
nice.
security guard was so nice. I was like, wow. I was like, I need to just come to concerts in Canada from now on. Fuck the US. But yeah, so a lot of things happened. Like,
they all loved us.
Bane called us hot.
Love that. Love that.
I called Gonu hot when it got quiet.
Like,
okay, hold up. I need to talk about this moment because, okay, so mind you, all of the members loved us because we are that energy, and we met a lovely fan who flew in from Ireland, and so we were lit. She was lit. We were lit together. So obviously they kept coming to our side and like interacting with us. And I love that for us. But anyway, during one of the like speeches, they were in the middle. It was loud, as it always is. Yeah. And Gonu was like, oh, I really like performing these two songs. Do you guys know why? And right when he said that, I said, because you're hot. And, but I said it. And right as I said it, it got quiet. Let me
like put it into prefaces.
It boomed. It boomed.
If you've ever been to like a Nugu group shows, you know that like when they're talking or when they're having their mints, like you're going back and forth with them, right? Because there's not a lot of people in the crowd. Like, you're just screaming stuff, and they're replying to you, whatever. Like, it's a good time. Like, you're going back and forth. There's banter, whatever. It's not like like with regular concerts where there's, like, a room. Like, everything is filled, you know?
Yeah.
So, there was maybe, I want to say there was maybe, like, 100 people. Not even in that venue. Like, there was not many people there. Yeah. It was, like, the first time we saw Ace, where it was just, like, bantering.
Yeah, because there wasn't a lot of people, so they could actually hear you.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like that. But, like, when they said things, like, everyone was talking, this one moment, Cynthia said this, it was completely quiet. Like, everyone was, like, talking, and then when he said that, when he asked the question, it got silent. And as it was getting silent, Cynthia was like, 'cause you're hot. And then everyone was just like...
I was embarrassed. But also, it's fine because Gonu loved it, so it's fine.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure he ate it up.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Oh, he did. He ate it.
He laughed. Yeah, he was like. And the funny thing is, like during the listen, Big Jimin is that man.
Performance.
And also, like, I'm not imagining this. Like, Cynthia was there. The girl that we met from Ireland is there. They were staring, like, at us. They were, like, living because me and Cynthia, we were just, like, screaming and dancing and singing every lyric and, like, going off, like, hyping them up. Like, any little thing they did, I was like, yeah. Like, you know, I was doing the most, right? And so anytime Jimin would come over and he was dancing in front of us, I was like, oh, get it.
Because he was dancing like rent was due. They had like a notice at their door that they had to be evicted.
They had 10 minutes to get out.
Yeah. And so he was just giving it his all. And in awe, bro. Insane.
Yeah, but and then Sangwoo.
Oh my God.
So funny. Yo, he is the funniest person I've ever met in my life. Because, like, when he was on stage, he was completely different. Like, when he was performing, he was, like, all confident and, like, being stupid and shit. And then as soon as they were doing, like, their ments, he was like, no, please, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Because, like, there was that one point where he was doing his ment and, like, he started talking and he doesn't speak, rarely ever. So everyone was, like, screaming. We're like, yeah. And then we started chanting. We were like, song. And he was like, no, stop. Like, stop it right now.
Yo, that's so funny. He's probably like, I'm good at being an idol, but don't ask me to do more than perform. Don't you
and
dare.
then JustB kicked him off stage because towards the end, they're like, oh, the show is ending. And we're all like, oh, no, boo, boo. as fans do. We're like, no.
Yeah.
And then Big Jimin was like, but it's okay. We have a few songs left and we're going to have fun. And then he was like, but it's the end.
And so DY like carried his ass out. Like, he's like, no,
Gonu and them were like, get out
get out right now.
Do it right now. The way he did it, he was just like, it's the end. He was like, no, like, nice. He was like, but it's the end. Like, just so y'all know.
Like, this is it.
Like,
this is it.
He's like, just so y'all know, I got some ramen at home that's waiting for me. So, we got to, like, wrap this up.
I got to go.
They loved it, though, because at the end, exactly, like, Gonu was like, you guys are hot. I was like, ha! I got that in your vocabulary. But anyway, and then Bane was like, did he just say you guys are hot? Literally to us. And we're like, yeah.
And then he like pointed at me and Cynthia, literally pointed at us. And he was like, you guys are hot. And I was like, you're fucking hot.
Kat did not wait. She said
that video is posted. She posted it. And I was dying. Because the giggle.
I did not skip a beat.
Kat didn't wait. She threw it right back.
I say, you're hot.
Like, that man giggled. I cannot.
Yeah. Oh my god. My favorite moment was when little Jimin, all the way from across the stage, he came screaming. He's like, I love you! And pointed to us. And he's like, and I love you! And I love you! And we're like, we love you!
Yeah, him and DY were pointing. They were like, I love you! And you! And I was like, oh my god, this is so aggressive, but I love it.
It was perfect timing. Listen, I had like such a great time. I had an amazing. It's always great when you get to see a band that you haven't, like a group that you haven't seen for a really or ever. Yeah, for the first time. And on top of that, being able to be with them during this time right before that they blow up, it's such a beautiful time. Shit, I wish I would have known that Wings, what was about to happen.
Yo, ooh, never forget. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And ONEUS too, like I did go all out when they first came to the States. Well, all out for me, but I wish I would have gone all out
before. Yep.
Yeah. And so I told Kat, I was like, listen, I am not making the same mistakes. We gotta see them again because who knows when they're gonna be back again. So
that being said, me and Cynthia will be in Mexico.
Catch us there in January. We're going to my motherland.
Yo, I love this.
No, like we booked a hotel.
Oh, like it's happening. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yo, we're not fucking around.
I love this for y'all. Like, I really do. And, like, I know that y'all were saying, like, oh, like, I wish Terika and Carolina were there. But I was just like, yeah, but, like, it just wouldn't, at least for me, like, I don't stand them the same. So, like, but then again, Ace happened. So.
Exactly. Like, we didn't stand Ace like that when we went to that show. But we came out, like, full
yeah, we were just like, choice.
Bro, or even at the concert too, though, like, I was like, oh yeah, I love JustB, but when we were, like, screaming the lyrics, like, for every song, I was like, damn, I mean, I knew we fucked with them, but I hadn't realized how hard.
I feel that it's happened, so, but I'm glad that you guys had a great time and that you were able to go, because, it was so much uncertainty for you guys, like, beforehand, so, the whole time was just like, they better make it. I was like, they better make it somehow. They better make it.
We did. Exactly. Yep. Financially, it was irresponsible, but I don't care. And for every other purpose, I've just decided, fuck it, Society is collapsing as we know it anyway, so, like, fuck it.
Exactly. Like, what's the point?
What's the point? If I can see my boys, then why not?
Let me just see my favorite K-pop boy and call it a day.
Yeah, what else can I do,
But anyways, besides that story, next week we'll have Terika. Oh, by the way, Terika's not here today because she's at ITZY. And she was at Blackpink too, so next week we'll have those stories.
Yeah.
Once she's back. Let's move along then for our news this week. NewJeans finally released their light stick and their fandom name. It's called Bunnies. We should have known because, there was a whole rabbit in their EP. But that, the light stick started the conversation because it looks like the BAP light stick. So everybody was just like, oh my god. Everybody was reminiscing on, like, old light sticks and what they look like and how now a lot of the light sticks are boring. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Give me a bat. Where's a bat?
See?
Like, give me something.
Oh, icon.
Yeah. But it's cute. It's like a weird bunny, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It goes with them. I appreciate that it's not just a little ball with NewJeans in the middle. And then we got news that Mr. Rocky is dating.
Good for you, King.
With actress Park Bo Yeon.
But I'm confused because didn't they
do like a drama together?
Yeah, but didn't his agency, that he was like, yeah, they're meeting each other with good feelings, and then her agency was like, they're just close acquaintances. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yes. Okay, so yes, they did him wrong, okay? They did him wrong. And after that, my girl, I don't know what fight you were in, but what the hell? Did you not tell your company that you were dating or what? But yeah, her company denied it. His company, like Fantasia, was just like, no, yeah, they are dating. I was like, girl, like, why you do your man's dirty like that? Like, embarrassing him in front.
Can you imagine Rocky's expression?
Exactly. He was like, what do you mean we're not dating?
Like close acquaintances.
He calls her, hey baby, we still on, right? For like dinner and like ever, right?
Like, what is this that I'm reading in the damn news? Like, what is this?
This article, we're not dating.
Somebody made a good point that it was like, you know, sometimes women get like the shitty end of the stick when it comes to things like that.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. But I was just like, nah, but y'all gotta be in the same page, babies, you know?
It always reminds me of like Daisy and Song from Icon.
Yes!
Where her company was like, yeah, they're dating. And YG was like, nah, they ain't dating.
They ain't. No, they're not.
Dating where?
He said that they were not. This is just, and I was like, damn, this was just for fun, my girl. Daisy was just for fun. But anyways, good for Rocky. Love this for him. Now in sad news, which I mean, we kind of knew that this is what was happening. Obviously, y'all, we've been keeping up with the ONEUS situation. And Ravn did leave ONEUS. Now, I'm confused because, like, did RBW say, like, was this confirmed? Was it not?
Here, okay.
Yes, please.
Our RBW representative, please.
So, the last that you guys heard of us, it was right before anything was confirmed. All we had was
the allegations.
And a dream. Did we say that some things weren't adding up? Yes, but are we always on the victim side? 1000%. Anyway, now RBW has finally released one statement. And they're like, yeah, so we found out that these allegations were false and also that some things were edited. And also Ravn decided to leave. And I was like, what the fuck? What? But I'm not surprised that he decided to leave because that is what his MO is, basically. Like, he wanted to leave because he felt he was bringing negative light onto the rest of the members, so he decided to leave for the better of the group. I respect his decision, but I would have liked this to be fought out in public eye. And also, I'm still waiting for the proof at RBW because they're like, hey, we're gonna release it. I just want to know. I just want to know the deets.
This is the thing. Like, this is what... So, like, I would love if companies just started airing shit out. Like, if you have proof that this isn't real, and I know, like, the whole under investigation and, like, the culture is different, like, privacy-wise, like, it's a completely different thing. And I get it. Like, it's fine. But air their shit out. Like, air it out. Because the only way you're going to get people to not believe this person that is putting out these allegations against your artist is if you show them that it's not true. Specifically, fans.
Exactly.
Like, you can talk all you want about how some things are fabricated. Oh, this is not what happened. Or this, and this. But we don't know until you show us.
We don't know them at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know?
So, like, at the end of the day, I'm just a fan. So, like, I don't know Ravn personally. Like, I don't know Youngjo as from my next door neighbor. Like, I don't know him. So, like, when someone comes out with pretty damning information about this person and with proof, or what seemed like proof, that he was doing these things or that he did these things, from our perspective, of course it's gonna be well, damn, that's really shitty. Like, I didn't figure he was that type of person. But again, at the end of the day, I don't know them.
Yep.
I don't know this man.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know them, so I don't know what type of person they are. And we've been proven time and time again with a lot of K-pop idols that we really don't know shit about them.
We don't.
And all this stuff comes out.
Shit. What about those, like, documentaries where they're like, we didn't know our neighbors.
Yeah,
because
right?
it's true.
Exactly.
We don't know them.
And you want me to believe that I know an idol? Like, hello, they are trained to be, like, to sell you a persona.
Yeah, media training.
So yeah, like I'm slightly on Two Moon Twitter because obviously I have friends that are Two Moons, and like I do this podcast, so of course we have to look for things. And I've seen the two sides. I've seen the side that you guys should have always had faith in Ravn, like fuck you guys for turning your back on him, and then I see the side that's like, hey, like we had this proof in front of us, like we're going to assume because of what we had that something wasn't right. And both sides are very valid. Like, I get it. Like, no one's in the wrong in this situation except for the person who is lying, which still, at this point, could be Ravn or could be the person that was putting out the false information. Like, we don't know because RBW hasn't said anything.
We don't know what part was lying.
Yeah. Exactly. So everyone can, be mad at each other, like, whatever. Like, this, the saddest thing to me is this is the moment where the fandom should be together and they're in two separate places. Like, right now, Ravn, as much as it sucks that he's gone, should not be the issue. It should be the other 5 members that are still in the group right now. And the fact that they not only have to go through this kind of thing in the public eye, but have to see their fans constantly at war with each other over this. Like, that has to suck from a perspective of, like, these are people that are supposed to support me, even though, like, everything is happening, but right now they can't come together with each other to be what we need to get through this really difficult time. And like they did their concert and everything, and they were doing their ending mints, and you can tell they're fan signs. You can tell they're sad, man. They're heartbroken, and they're heartbroken. Yeah, man. And it sucks. Like, members are losing their best friends. Like, they lost their leader. I know ONEUS quote unquote doesn't have a leader, but they lost their leader.
Like the person that they looked up to.
Exactly.
And it's like the reason Ido's an idol, the reason why like they stuck together as well. Like, at the end of the day, I feel so sad for the rest of the members. Like, I know this isn't the last time I'm gonna see Ravn. I'm sure he will release that mixtape he's been working at. But I'm so sad for the other members. Like, they were so close. I especially feel horrible for Ido.
And during their ending mints, they were like, I really hope you guys can support us as 5. And they said it. They said, I know you guys want to talk about Ravn, and we get it, we understand, but it's really hard for us. So if you could just, like, not mention him, that'd be great. Yeah. And, like, I feel like people should understand. It's like, people should understand. That's like if I was married and I got divorced and you guys kept bringing up my ex-husband. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, okay, like, stop talking about him.
Like, what sucks for me the most, too, is that, like, again, like, we were talking about the false allegations and, like, companies just not being straight up or, like, whatever. Because, again, just different laws and different whatever. But I just feel like there's been so many groups lately that this happens. And, like, the idols feel that they're just like, well, I need to leave the group because of the image. And I'm like, that is such a sad thing. Like, if you were proven to be not innocent, guilty, like you're innocent, then you shouldn't have to leave the group because of like, oh, the bad whatever. No, like, like I said this when the whole thing with Monsta X happened. Like, if Wonho is innocent, then there's no reason for him to leave the group. But I also respect their wishes. Like, if the idol themselves is just like, no, I'm leaving, then like at that point it's just like, well, okay, I can't change your opinion. If you want to leave the group, then go for it. But like, for example, like with BI, I don't think he wanted to leave, but he got kicked out, and then it was this man is innocent too. So it's like, it's so many groups losing members for things that could have just like been worked out differently. You know what I mean?
And I also hate the fact that it's like, well, it's going to tarnish their image. But then when these idols go on to do their own thing, BI, Wonho, they are extremely successful. So very obviously their image isn't being tarnished if they end up being successful in the long run,
It's because they don't, like, the company, they don't want to risk it, basically. They don't want to see what happens, because it is kind of a luck of the draw. They're like, it could be fine, or it could not be fine. But honestly, I feel if you guys, like, stick together, it's honestly the best course of action. And also, some of these allegations, like, for example, for BI, that was, like, straight up stupid. Like, no one gave a shit. Fuck YG. But anyway. Or, like, with Wonho, like, for why? Oh, my God. All of these, like, quote-unquote scandals are just not scandals in my eyes. The real scandals and the real people that should be behind bars, some of them are, thankfully, and some are just, just carrying on like
living
nothing.
Their life. Yeah.
But honestly, I just wish ONEUS the best. And I know that they had to, like, literally for their tour, like, in, like, 2 weeks, they had to change all the choreo, all the music, like, you know, distribution, all the everything. Like, they had to do all of that. So I just think that that was just probably so hard for them.
Yeah, my poor baby woman.
Yeah, like, it's good to just respect their wishes. Like how Ito said, just stop talking about it. Like, please focus and support the 5 that are on there. So
yeah, they got other things to do, like be part of their 79th video call.
Literally.
So.
Oh my god. And then in other members leaving groups, we also had LIGHTSUM. They lost Jian and Huiyeon. They left a group. They have not said why. It was just kind of like, hey, they're leaving, and we're like,
so random. Yeah.
Did they get kicked out? Did they decided to leave? So we'll see. I know one of the girls did like a whole she opened an Instagram and did like a letter. It was all in English, and she was just like, oh, like, you know, I've been with this team since like middle school or elementary school, and like blah blah blah. So I don't know what happened behind the scenes, y'all, but those 2 members left LIGHTSUM. From TFN, Sian is taking a hiatus. Yeah, he has like hearing loss right now. Like, he's going through sensory neural hearing loss. I am sorry, I am not a doctor. That was a lot, but it's scary. I read up on it, and it's just like, obviously you're slowly losing your hearing like way early, and for, I mean, you know, an artist, like, that's very scary. So so we're hoping for a speedy recovery, and that they're, you know, he's able to reverse some of that, and nothing bad happens basically to him, and he's able to continue in TFN. Because we love them.
Yeah.
This past weekend, too, NCT 127 had a concert in Jakarta, and things got wild, y'all. There were like 30 people that fainted, that had to end the concert early. Like, yeah, it was not pretty. You know, this comes right after the Itaewon thing, and you know, the whole Astroworld was a year ago as well, and seeing all of this, at least for me, I'm just like, like the idol that you're watching right now, like, they're Korean. They just went through like this traumatic event in their country, and you are basically making them kind of relive that trauma, even, you know, even if they weren't in Itaewon, but like, still, like, just by not following just concert etiquette and wanting to jump over people, and like, that just, it's so scary, especially with NCT. Like, the video that I saw, bro, like, there was a girl that just kept falling and kept like, but her phone was still recording, bitch. Like, that phone did not leave her hand. Like, she did not care who she was stepping on, nothing. She was like, I'm like, this is what you're worried about right now? Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, it was. And also, like, there's multiple videos of like the members like trying to defuse the situation, or like trying really hard to like get people to like understand and listen. And it's one of those things where I'm just like, y'all, it's never that. K-pop is never this serious. Like, I
Literally.
get you want to like get videos of your faves. Like, I'm there. Like, I'm the same way. Like, I love having like the video of my favorite person. Like, that's, yeah, I want to relive the exciting moment. But like, when it comes to like your personal health or the health of people around you, it is never that serious.
Exactly.
Wave or a finger heart or whatever it may be is never that fucking serious. At the end of the day, like, fans are gonna be fans, you know? It's been generational. Like, fans are just kind of crazy.
Not in like a bad, like, but you know what I mean? Like, they're just gonna be fans.
Yeah, they're gonna be fans. Like, they're gonna want to be close to the stage to see their favorite artist. Like, so on and so forth. Personally, for me, I hate general admission shows. I'm not a general admission person. I don't like, unless it's like a small group or like,
exactly, like in a small venue, like small group, like, you know, like
that's fine.
But when you have like a big arena and it's just like the floor is just all GA,
I'm not a fan of that. One, I just think it causes unnecessary drama between fans, because people are going to be like, oh, well, I was here first, so I deserve to be in that spot. Why are you in that spot? And then it's just unnecessariness. People that didn't come until later are going to try to push their way to the front, which is going to make people become even more crowded, because people are going to smush together to make sure that people don't get in front of them, right? There's far more cons than there is pros of general admission shows in my personal beliefs. I just think that, especially with what has continuously happened with the whole crowd crush situation, I just feel like it shouldn't even be an option to have general admission shows for a while.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking too. Especially again, like there's a difference. If you're like in a smaller venue and like it's more like an intimate type of thing, like okay, but when you get to groups that you know are big and they have a big following, like and you know, like there's no reason for this. There's no reason for this big
it's just
GA
money.
thing. It's like money. That's literally it.
They can sell as many tickets as they need to fill that pit, and that's it.
Yep, because with seats, yeah, they're more restricted.
Now, I will say, like, this is, as a person, me and Carolina can both attest to this, I grew up going to rock shows. Like, I was in pits and in general admission festivals at Warped Tours for years and years and years.
This never happened there, though.
Yeah. And though it never, like, when you're near the mosh pit, it can get a little crazy. Like, you going back and forth, you do, woo, you're like, oh my God. You're like flinging left, right, and center.
But you like the side. Even when you're in the mosh, you see people that are there standing to, like, not get them, to keep the mosh in control type of thing.
Yeah. So, like, I've never been in a crowd where I'm, like, dying at, like, a rock show. And that's a rock show where people are moshing and jumping and, like, going crazy.
Crowd surfing.
Yeah. And people look out for each other. So there should be no reason that at a K-pop concert,
literally,
y'all should be squeezed into each other like, you know, you are. Like, that's crazy to me. Anyway.
Because, listen, we all want our YN moment, right? But at what cost, bitch? Like, calm down. Calm the fuck down. You do not need to punch Lil Susie next to you on the face. Unless she, you know, acting out and, you know, she started it, then, okay, that's self-defense. But anyways, what I mean to say is that it's not that deep, y'all. It's really not. It's never worth it. You're putting yourself in danger, other people in danger. So, yeah, so please, they're like concert etiquette, just concert etiquette, please. So, yeah, so NCT had to literally, like, that. I didn't know. I thought that they had continued, but they had to cut the concert short. Yeah. Like, the promoter had to come out and apologize and like all this stuff. Like it was wild. And I mean, you could tell like they were terrified, bro. And then y'all listen, because we're continuing with this trend, we have more fuckery for this week with Omega X. We touched on it a little bit like on our last episode regarding like, you know, the rumors like that they were getting abused by their company and all that. But now there were like video evidence. The CEO is low-key crazy. And yeah, she was seen like being verbally abusive to these members. Like there was audio of one of the situations that it just did not sound good. So we obviously don't want to re-say these things. So if you guys are interested, just like go on Twitter and you'll find the video if you want to see that. But it's a lot, okay? Yeah. Going from the messy tour, like, you know, like them getting their stuff canceled, the messiness between the companies, like the pettiness, the what's going on, and then obviously it comes out that they are being like mistreated, and it's just all over everywhere. It got to the point that when they were at their last stop, like they literally got left behind at the airport. They themselves had to like buy their own flights to go back to Korea. Like that is so sad. That is so sad. And the saddest part is that like there hasn't been any punishment for this company at all. Like nowhere. Like they're basically like all of this came out. There's been the proof with the videos, and you know the company was just like, no, that's all false. Like that didn't happen. I'm like, are you like, so now you're gaslighters too? Like what? I just feel so bad for them, and I like it's just so sad to think about. Like these boys, like this is like their second chance to be on here, and you know when you want something so bad that you're like going through this shit like this, like it's just heartbreaking. But they did open an Instagram,
a rogue Instagram.
Yes. So Omega X opened Instagram to kind of like talk themselves about the situation. And basically they went behind the company's back and they released a statement kind of saying like, hey, like this did happen. Like we are being mistreated, but like with the support of the fans, like we feel so loved and that's why we're speaking out. So we don't know where this is gonna, like I have no idea where this is heading, but I really freaking hope that they're able to get out of that stupid contract and try to still continue on, because it'll be so sad to see them just kind of like that's it, you know?
I know.
They were getting so much momentum too.
Yep.
Didn't like a lot of the members go through a lot of...
Yeah, they've been through a lot of shit in general.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be great for them to be released, you know, and they can go elsewhere.
That's what I'm hoping for. But with things like this, like, I know there was a lot of criticism because, like, everybody in the industry was pretty much, like, talking about it and kind of being like, well, like, everybody knows that, like, idols get mistreated, so this isn't new, so why is it such a big deal? And I'm like...
Because it's not okay.
Exactly. And in my head, I'm like, because it's not okay. Like, how do y'all not see that? Like, so, you know, this is the quote unquote when they say the dark side of K-pop. Like, it's this, but it's like, this just put out a whole light into the situation. I feel like the K-pop industry as a whole is just like pissed about it because obviously the international backlash has been a lot. Like, there's been like news coverage about it. Like, there's been like, it got picked up everywhere. So I just have a feeling that the K-pop industry, like, the insiders are just pissed. They're mad that this is putting a bad name to K-pop or whatever. So
aww,
I know.
Boo-hoo. You have to treat your idols like human beings.
Exactly.
Oh,
I'm just like, screw you guys. So yeah, so we're hoping for the best for Mega X. Like, I really like them. I really like their music. It would be so sad to see them go, especially after all the shit that they've been through.
We're not manifesting that. We're manifesting that they leave.
Yes, that they leave the stupid company and they thrive somewhere else. Like, I'm gonna need somebody to pick them up, okay? But let's move on to some goodness, y'all. We got some music to cover. Jin finally released the Astronaut. Damn, we've been waiting like 2 weeks to talk about this, yo. Like, I'm so emo about this.
I love him.
Coldplay did Jin, so like they hit this right on the head for Jin. It fits him.
It fits his solo songs too. It's like obviously, you know, like the moon and just it's like right up his style. And like that's the point, but let me have this.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's like sad but sweet at the same time, and you know everybody's obviously, you know, the theories, so they were just like, oh my god, the little girl is Army and he's just like giving her his helmet because he'll be back, like, here, take it for now. And I'm like, stop it, why y'all gotta do this to me? Like,
right, can I ever just like not cry?
Like, literally, like, we knew that this was coming, but the fact that it's here is like, what?
I'm not happy about it.
It's like, yeah.
Like, can it just not happen?
It's like weird. It's so weird, like, going through the whole, like, we saw all the second gen and like the stands, like first and second gens, and we're just like, oh, like, it's fine, like, they'll be back. And now that we're in the trenches, we are in the trenches. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, we are fighting for our lives. But we did have, like, for example, when mine and Carolina's man from Shiny
yes,
left. Yeah, so we have had men that go. I mean, Dia went early for what? Who knows? But, like, to this day, I don't understand. But anyway, so, like, we have had it. But now it's, like...
back to back to back to back.
And I'm not even yet to when my 95 liners have to go.
Yeah, Cynthia is gonna get hit hard.
I'm gonna, but I mean, I got Mark Lee forever, so you know.
Looking at the bright side. But yeah, but Jin, amazing. The Astronaut is so good, beautiful, like, vocals on point as per usual. The vibe of the song itself, the music video is really freaking cute, and I just, you know, the whole story behind it, when he did that concert in Argentina, like, he showed up at the Coldplay show. Bro, that performance was so beautiful. Like, the way that Jin ran to Chris, like, in that, oh my god, I felt loved.
Yeah. I love this for Jin because, you know, he's a hard Coldplay stan.
Yes, exactly.
And so going from seeing Coldplay perform when they would be in Korea to having them help you with a song that you're about to release right before you go into the military. What a come-up story.
I'm saying. Successful fan. Successful fan.
Successful fan indeed. He had a mission. That's why he brought that guitar when they met them.
He said, we gonna be besties.
Yep, and guess what? He manifested that
Yeah.
straight away.
That just sounds like some shit we would do. We're just like, elaborate plan. Oh, you're meeting so-and-so, and be like, bet, give me this one chance. I got you. We're gonna be besties by the end of it. Like, put me in, coach.
And it always happens.
True that. So yeah, they haven't released like when he's leaving, but you know, it's probably soon. Sad times. But we love Jin. I don't want to think about it. We're gonna switch from emo to just sexy because 10, it's like a complete 180. 10 release birthday. This man has no control. I'm just
except of his hips.
Oh, you're right. I'm baby. This man got me by the throat. Got me by the neck. I am dead. I'm 6 feet on the sir. Okay, like, god damn, like, you can't just say, hey, he came out here and said, I want to be, what is it? It was like, I want something so deep, baby. I was like, bro, no.
No.
You
can't be doing that.
You just can't. I feel like 10, every time he's like, I'm gonna release a song, he's just like, how can I make this sexier than the last one?
He does.
Here we are. Yep, he manages to do it. He manages to fucking do it. He also stole the box from the NCT Dream concert for that music video. So, he is so fine, y'all. I love him.
He truly is. I love the outfits that he did.
Oh my god!
For the music video too. Mm-hmm. The hat. Oh my god!
It was so nice. Yes.
The dancers.
We only saw a little bit of it, but he had like this white outfit, and it had like a cutout like back type of thing, like towards it was like a crop like jacket thing. I don't even know, but it was just beautiful. I'm just sad that like he Taemin potential. Okay, like he could have a solo career like Taemin, like Kai, like Baekhyun, like he is it. Mm-hmm. He is it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you
he is the moment.
Yeah. And SM, I'm just like, SM, like, why are you doing this? And I mean, like, we already know that he's thought about this before too with SM and how he wants to do more.
He's just like, and the way he moves, he's like water. He's so fluid, and like, I could watch him just like dance all day. Like,
he has so much talent in the music industry. His songs are always top notch, from the dancing to the beat, bitch. Like, it's just so good. Every time that he releases a song, I'm just jamming.
I feel that.
So listen, SM,
it is a birthday gift to us.
Literally.
Listen, look, just give us a 10 solo album. Give us a 10 solo
please
album. Not only that, but you know, when Taemin comes back, give us a 10 Taemin duo. Like,
yes.
Ooh.
Super M was not enough.
It wasn't.
Shit, I miss Super M.
I miss Super M too. I can't believe.
Lucas!
Like, no, I feel that though. It's like,
what a time to be alive. Super M was a time.
It's like how I feel about 101. Like, if you weren't there, like, you missed out. Like, it's Super M. Like, if you weren't there, you missed out.
Yep.
But damn. But yeah, 10 said that we're gonna make tonight your birthday. I said, you know what? Whatever you want, baby. Whatever you want. I absolutely love this. Everybody go watch our music video. That man is so talented.
It's so beautiful. The music video is gorgeous.
Yes. Like from the colors to like just the choreo of everything.
Backup dancers.
Yes. Everything. Oh my god. Okay. The part when it was just like, it was him and then a backup dancer. Like they're like doing a wave together, like, or whatever. And like, oh my god, how do I get that job? I gotta be a dancer.
You are a dancer, Carolina.
You're a dancer.
Shake your booty over there.
I'll fake my way up there. Like, what can you do? I can twerk.
She can do it all.
ATBO. Oh my god, the boats are out.
Poor babies.
They came out with attitude, and I am sorry. Like, they could have copied NCT, but this beat is good, and it makes my.
It's a banger.
You know,
it's a banger.
Listen, exactly.
This song is great. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. Now, I'm just not just saying this because, you know, these are my boys. These are my boys, and I love them dearly. But like, this is a banger, everybody. This is a good fucking song. And even though it's like 7 songs from 7 different boy bands in one, it's okay because it is not their fault. It is not their fault, and I'm still gonna support them no matter what, even if they copied 85 different concepts, 75 different songs. It's okay.
So bad.
Because it's not their fault. I will never blame them. However, IST Entertainment is garbage. Fuck IST. They're like the worst people ever. But I cannot blame my boys. And for what it is, it's a banger song. They look great. The choreo's great. They did great. And that's that on period. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? Like, I understand. I see it. Don't worry. I see it. Okay? We all see it.
We all saw it, girl, from a mile away. I said, is this new things? Where's the new things at? I was waiting.
We all see it. Okay? We know. Okay? But again, it is not their fault. Do not blame the messenger. Okay? Do not. They can only do so much.
Yeah, man, they're just being told what to do. So, but this chorus is so catchy that the attitude, attitude, whatever the thing is, like, yes, again, a banger. Even if it is 85 other K-pop songs that we already know. They took the good parts of all of those songs and put them in this one.
Because, bitch, let me tell you, that intro, I thought I was listening to Black on Black. I was like, what? Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm telling you. I was waiting for the new things. I was waiting. Like, yo, and the thing is, it's just so funny because I just remember when the teaser pics came out and I was like, are they covering NCT?
Girl, I was like, this is not happening. My poor babies.
I was like, damn, are they doing like an actual cover of this song? Like, bro, that from the outfits to like the backdrop. I was like, dang. I was like, ooh, no, their company just doing them wrong.
They did them so wrong. But you know what? Again, it's not their fault. It's not their fault, y'all. Don't blame my boys. Do not blame my boys. It's not their fault. They can only do so much.
Again, they're being told what to do, so exactly. Please. But the song is good, though. So, again, a banger. Go listen to it.
Yeah, it's a great song. If you like NCT, trust me, you're going to like that song. So listen to it.
If you're an citizen, and you know what, the thing is that surprisingly, a lot of the NCT and citizens were just like, damn, this is NCT 127's whole thing. Then this shit slaps.
Like, listen, if you're an NCT fan, you're gonna love this. I promise you.
Yeah, I
promise you. If you love Black on Black and Punch, Kick It, and Sticker, this song is like all of it put together. Like, it's crazy. You should listen to it.
Like, this one's for you. My God. Anyways, yeah. Props to them. Okay, boats out there, jam out. Throw your ass in a circle.
Yeah, girl.
In a sink.
Just if you like, NCT with a little side of Tiger Inside by Super M, this is the one for you. This is it.
Damn, man, all the songs. They just went through SM's discography. And
they're like, oh yeah, I like this beat. I like this progression. I love this chorus right here. This melody is nice. You know what? I like that. Doom, doom, yeah. Tigers, yeah. You know what? Let's put them in leather. Let's put some. Jesus.
Oh, you just gotta laugh at these things at this point, honestly.
But honestly, shout out to my boys. I love them so much. They did so great. They did so great in their NCT tribute album. I love them.
Yeah. They're paying respects to their elders.
We love an NCT tribute album. I love that.
Oh,
I love
my God.
Y'all will never catch me slipping. I'm a boat. I'm on a boat.
Oh my God. I can't believe still that name. But anyways, moving along. EPEX also came back with Him to Love. This music video is great with the carnival theme.
It is.
The song, I can't even remember it, but the music video.
I don't hate the song. It's not bad.
From what I remember, it was very fun. But again, I don't know if it's because I was just like, yeah, this music video is so much fun to watch. But
that's true.
I don't remember being like ew to the song.
Which is good.
Exactly. So that's a good thing. So, but I think for me, probably, yeah, the music video is the thing that stood out the most. Like, they look really cute, and I really love that carnival style a music video whenever somebody does that. Again, I feel like a lot of we say this all the time, but I feel like some of the newer groups, like boy groups, they need to step it up because the girl groups are eating them up, you know. So a lot of them still are blending together. YOUNITE also came back with Bad Cupid. Now, this song I fucking loved for some reason.
I don't like it. I hate it. I hate it.
Yo, I really liked it. I feel like the chorus when they were doing that whisper shit and there was this alarm sounding in the back. I was like, oh yeah, I dig this a lot. So I don't know. I guess it has a lot of EDM influence, so maybe that's why. But I was jamming. I was like, okay, like, but I don't know why they're confusing the girlies out here. They're just like, ooh, like I'm falling for you and you gonna fall for me, and then after they were just like, yeah, no, fuck it, I'm not gonna be a couple with you. Like this was just a game for me, baby.
Psych.
Yeah,
I'm so sad because the members are talented, right? They got my baby Unsung is in this. Like that's my like. Ugh, I love that boy, but I cannot get behind this group. I'm trying so hard for my son.
like I don't know. I like this. I can't say that I am a stan for Unite, but I like this song.
I can't do it.
But again, the girlies are still, you know, like eating the boys up. Okay, like that's that on that. So Unite is giving you mixed signals. This is so funny. So EPEX is just having a carnival, and then Unite is telling, you know, again, giving you mixed signals. TFN is just fully embracing their Hispanic side.
Yep, they're in the jungle.
They're in the jungle.
In the Amazon, if you will.
So yeah, so TFN came out with Amazon. They are fully embracing the Latin music side, and they're embracing their Hispanic side, and they are in the jungle, literally in the Amazon. They are having a great old time. I just need to say this. I say this every time. They look so grown.
They are killing it. First of all, I love this song. Now, this song I love. I love the looks. Like they're glowing. Like the hair. Like Noah. Boy. Oh boy. Listen, he looked great. He looks great. Like they all look great. Also, yeah, Leo with the deep voiceness coming through. I don't know how many puberties that boy has gone through, but his voice was not that deep the last time I heard him rap. So I mean I love it. I was here for it. The EP is also great. Everyone listen to it. Deep Dive, that's my shit. So good. They killing it. They look great. They sound great. The choreo was great. It was just great. I'm a fan.
I love them, and I'm happy that they did like that whole rebrand. And you know, again, they're just fully embracing just like different type of sounds that I hope we hear more of. Like, you know, last week 2 weeks ago we talked about La Seraphim and Anti-Fragile and like the reggaeton or whatever. So I'm just like, all right, well, I'm gonna need this trend to continue. And here is TFN that's been in this trend for a hot minute now, everybody. True. If you enjoy that, please, you know, Latinas for TFN.
Yeah.
I love it though.
I know, same. I am so happy. Like after talking to them, I was like, that just changed everything. I was like,
they're such cute humans.
They're so cute.
They're so
and
damn
adorable. Except Noah, he's hot. But
her.
exception on this.
Yeah.
But they're good, everybody. Please go support our babies. Classy also. Okay, so have we talked about Classy before? Because I don't think this is their debut.
No, it's not their debut.
Okay, I was like, wait. Like, I feel like they've been, at least, you know, this is like their first comeback or something. But anyway, so Classy did a two release, TikTok Boom and ZEALOUS. TikTok Boom is a bop. Again, the girlies coming for the throne. The beat is good. The song is catchy. The music video is really cool. It's kind of like, like how a little backstory on them and stuff. So that's good. And then ZEALOUS, this was more like the intense in your face single. I really like the choreo on it, but like I prefer TikTok Boom. But they're cute.
To be frank, I was just bored the whole time. I didn't dislike TikTok Boom. Didn't dislike it. I wouldn't like actively listen to it. ZEALOUS was just like, it looked like children. They're little babies, and they looked like they were trying to be intimidating, and it made me laugh a little bit. But listen, they doing their thing. I know they got a good fan base, so good for them. I'm happy for them, but it's not my cup of tea. They one of the girlies that aren't doing it for me. But
they did it for me with TikTok Boom, but again, it's not like, you know, also like they're not the ones that I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna go listen to them all the time. So but I'm seeing their name pop up more, so I see that they're getting a good following. So there's just so many groups now. I sound like such an old hag.
No, but also it's like
we are.
It's tough it's tough for girl groups right now because girl groups are killing it. Like,
Yeah, it's hard.
We said in a podcast earlier, like, you have to have like something crazy special right now to be a girl group coming out, because girl groups right now, like with IVE and NewJeans and Les Seraphim and like that,
just that trio,
category,
even the older girlies are like scared, okay? Like,
that category is like rough right now. Like, I would not want to be debuting in a girl group right now. I'd be like, you know what, can we push it back?
Yeah.
Can we push it back a little bit?
We should wait till next year. And then Kihyun also came back with Youth. And I am so happy that this is not a ballad, y'all, because I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a ballad. And I'm so happy.
She's like, no.
It's just because it was called Youth and he was looking all dreamy and stuff. I'm like, please don't do it like that, Kihyun. No, he came through.
Dreamy. He just always looks dreamy.
I know, exactly. But he came through. Like, this is like a pop rock type of moment. More rocky sound.
I love that that's like his solo vibe. Is like this like rocky pop vibe.
Same.
It's so good. It's such a good song.
This song is very relatable, y'all. Like, he said, I want to be happy without trying so hard. I said, me too, Kihyun.
Relatable.
Me too.
Relatable.
Like, damn. He said, I want to have fun. I want to be carefree. I don't want to do nothing. And then I remember I have responsibilities and schedules. And I'm like, yeah,
Oh my God, my struggle right now without medication. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I just want to be carefree because life is great. I got a roof over my head. I have food on the table. And then all of the responsibilities and things that are looming over me are just staring at me.
They're just waiting around the corner for you to scare you. I hate it.
Girl, it's me for like 5 minutes. I'm like, you know what? What happens is going to happen. Like, I'm going to put my life in the hands of the universe. Like, it's fine. I'm just vibing. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh my God, I'm all this.
Like we're trying, but the impending doom behind, like in the back of our heads, that you're just like, dang. It's like when like you leave your house and 10 minutes later you're like, damn, did I lock the door? Like,
yeah. Me as fuck. Oh my
God, I hate it.
But I mean, at least now I'm not too stressed because I'm just like, yeah, my life is falling apart, but also I'm having a great and fun time.
Right? Like, we're just going through the fire, like that one meme, like, it's fine, everything's okay.
Yeah, literally.
So Kihyun is out here telling us that. So he just wants to hold on to his youth. I feel that. I understand. But sometimes our back just don't understand that part, okay? And our knees.
Damn.
And then there was a triple S that dropped Generation. I don't know if this is like a definite debut, if this is just like a pre-release thing, but this feels like big NewJeans competition type of thing, style-wise. It was very cute and fun. It gave me just that same feeling that NewJeans gave me, but not as catchy.
Yeah, it was very like the Walmart brand.
Like,
I'm so sorry to say that. That's what it was giving.
But apparently it's like a group that's been a group, and it's like, you know how in J-pop there's the one group that is like, it's the same group but it's like different members, like through the generations, basically. Apparently this group is like that too. Now I don't know if somebody made that up and I just ate it up, you know, like
fact check.
Right, like I have to fact check that, please, so don't quote me on that. But apparently it's like that, so I don't know, but we'll see with that. But this was cute, so we'll see what else they show up, if they're gonna continue trying to be NewJeans.
Anyway, stand NewJeans. We got our fandom name and our light stick. So
bunnies, we're bunnies.
We're duckies. Yeah.
How cute.
Yeah, and their light stick is going to be customizable, which I think is adorable, even though it's in the shape of like birth control. But it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We move.
Like I said earlier, I'm just glad it's not just like a little circle with NewJeans in the middle. Okay, thanks. But that was our podcast, everybody.
We're gonna end this week like we do every week with our songs of the week. So to say I have not been listening to JustB would be a lie to everyone in the entire world. So I've been listening to a lot of JustB. personally kind of just like their whole discography, but you know, I'm gonna go with the song they didn't perform live that I really wanted them to do, which is Double Dare, because that's my fucking song.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, we'll go with that one. Also, I've been listening because, you know, like I said, I'm with the girl groups right now, so I've been listening to a lot of girl groups, specifically that Anti-Fragile EP. Like, that EP is still like on repeat for me. Like, I love La Seraphim. Like, that EP is amazing. So I'll just do Anti-Fragile. And also Hype. Never stop listening to Hype Boy.
Mood.
I will never get tired of that song. Let's see what else. Oh, I've also been listening to it's funny because they were brought up in the group chat this morning, but I have been listening to them a lot lately. Red Velvet.
Ooh.
Specifically Look from their Perfect Velvet EP, and Automatic, because that's my favorite Red Velvet song. Thank you. Period.
My songs of the week, I have also been listening to JustB, specifically Damage, because I can't stop replaying them performing that right in front of us, and it is magical. Thank you. I am also gonna say a ONEUS song of the week, Life is Beautiful, because that song came on and I was like but I love them forever and ever, so yep. Anyway.
The pain in her voice. For me, for my songs of the weeks, I've been listening to kind of like older K-pop, I guess, like not super old, but anyways, like I've been listening to like Trivial Love by BTS. It's not it's not super old. Good Bomb by N-Flying, cause oh my god, honestly that whole album, I freaking love it so much. I've been listening to the Odd album by Shiny a lot. I'll just say View cause that's the song. And also 10 Birthday. Yes.
Ooh,
yes.
Yes.
And honestly, I would be lying if I said I wasn't listening to Stray Kids yet again, everybody. I am sorry. I am in deep. So I'll throw in some random Stray Kids songs in that playlist because Three Racha still has me by the throat. Thank you very much.
She had to think about that.
Ooh, Three Racha. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, that was our podcast for the week, everyone.
Woo!
Woo! We're glad to be back.
We did it.
We're all running on like 0% energy and like 100% stress levels. So.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's gonna work out.
And also, I know we've been getting a lot of messages, I've noticed, on YouTube asking us, like, when we're coming back on the platform and things like that. Please bear with us. Like, we are trying our best right now. So
there's a lot going on.
And I know that there's some people that asked about our KCON content. Listen, girl, I am sorry, okay? But we had a lot happen all at once. It'll be out eventually.
Yeah, bro. Life is lifing, okay? Life is very life right now for
hardcore.
us. So
hardcore.
We have to life in order to like do this. So right now we're figuring out the life part, and then we'll get back to you. Please be patient. I promise that we're not just like lazy and not doing things. We're just really in the middle of life right now. Like,
yeah, it's tough out in these streets right now, y'all.
Yeah, adult life is not easy. I promise you guys that.
It really is not. Having a telenovela as a life is not.
Yeah, it's not it.
It's not. It's gonna be great though because everything's gonna work out, so it's fine.
But once we, we life, once we finish lifing, and we get back to doing this and life at the same time, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. Don't worry, we have plans. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Like, imagine our sadness when we couldn't even do anything for Halloween. Do you know how upset we were that we
didn't even feel like Halloween?
It didn't even feel like Halloween. It was so sad.
It didn't even feel like Halloween, and now we're like 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving, and then we're gonna be 2 weeks away from Christmas. It's madness. Anyway, let's say by the new year we should be good, y'all. We'll be back.
I sure do hope so.
We'll be back and better than ever. 2023, okay.
Yeah, this was our caterpillar phase.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna come back. We're gonna go through our metamorphosis in the next 2 months of figuring out our life. And then when we are through figuring out life things, we'll come back. I promise. This is not the demise of Not Your Average Fangirls. Trust me, we're all too stubborn for that.
Exactly. And also, thank you for the support. Thank you for like commenting and letting us know that you're excited for our content. We really, really, truly appreciate you guys. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate you sharing and like being excited about the podcast. We really like, I love that. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we love you guys. Thank you so much. So whether you are desperately wanting us to come back doing reactions, which is going to happen, I promise, or, you know, you're missing JustB, or you're seeing AT soon.
Oh my God!
Make sure you always
Fangirl on!